while my lead presenter is gathering momentum, I want us to quickly do an energizer. What we are here to deal with is all about strategy, curriculum, entrepreneurship, curriculum implementation among our schools. Remember what we have been learning since yesterday is about changing our mindset to positivity, making the environment conducive for our learners. When we leave here, we are going to step down the training to teachers concerned and onwardly to the students. So we need to make the environment conducive for them. When you are dealing with the entrepreneur dealing with a partner, you have to use the body language that will make the environment conducive. Part of it is greeting, strategy. You have to make them feel at ease. You have to be confident. You have to use body language that will make them accept what you're going to offer. And so we are going to quickly do an energizer. Please, we all stand up now, please. Anytime I see my friend, I want to say hello. Anytime I say hello, I want to say hello. Yeah, it's me. Hello, I want to say hello. Hello, hello, I want to say hello. Let's go and come and clap now.
I want to quickly say, or to add to what the ANCOS president has said, and also Henry. This is a real opportunity. It's like a privilege. And I think this is the first time, if you go through the history of Nigerian curriculum development, it has never been done by the principals. It has never been done the way we are trying to do it. So I think this is like a turning point from what is to happen. If you go through the national curriculum, mostly you discover that the developers are from universities. And then sometimes we have gap here and there. If you come to implementation, if you can go through the history of the national policies on education, particularly the recent ones, that's the 6334. It was deficient somehow, and then it came to a standstill because of the implementation process. Even the present growing recognition of entrepreneurship as a key driver of economic growth, innovation, and job creation. The integration of entrepreneurship education into academic curricula aims to develop a proactive mindset. Take note of some words. Proactive mindset among students, encouraging them to identify opportunities, take calculative risk. It has been said from yesterday's lecture that for you to be a good entrepreneur, you have to take risk. You have to take good risk. So, calculated risk. There are risks you take, but you calculate. You know your target, and then innovate. Most of the times they go together. Through implementation. Though implementing entrepreneurship education as a formal subject, like I said, those that went to the Gune, they brought two young people. One was a young man, like 2 years old, and one was a lady. They say they discovered there in UK, people are fond of misplacing their keys. Sometimes they don't even find where these keys are. So they came on with a device, they call it a tracker, to use your hand. So whenever you have misplaced your key, you use your handset to tell where the key is. That was aimed at finding solution to those that misplaced. Even in Nigeria here, our house keys, our car keys, sometimes you cannot enter a car because you have misplaced the key. And already, these people are in partnership with, I think, a company. So they are already rich, 19 years old. They have solved problem, they have added value to the society. So all this entrepreneurship, that is the target. The importance of entrepreneurship education. Entrepreneurship education is crucial for developing a culture of innovation and self-reliance among students. It prepares them for the challenges of the modern economy and enhances their employability by teaching critical thinking, problem solving, and leadership skills. According to HEEP 2002, entrepreneurship education helps develop a broad set of skills that include opportunity recognition, resource mobilization, and the management of uncertainty and risk. Twayole and Gali 2008 emphasized that entrepreneurship education enhances employability as students are trained to think creatively and strategically, making them more valuable asset in most organized settings. Like I told you from the beginning, most of our youth, even somebody mentioned before now, we are said to be unemployable. One, they don't have skills. Two, they don't think critically. Three, they don't struggle to meet the societal needs. And then most of our policies are like, we want to stop this unemployment of youth. This is one of the major targets of entrepreneurship. The person that did this key trackers, he doesn't need a job. Instead, you look out for outlets to sell these things. He's already rich. He's solving the societal problem. So he doesn't need a job. That is what entrepreneurship can do for us. There are approaches to the implementation. We say current approaches to entrepreneurship education. The methodologies employed in teaching entrepreneurship are diverse, reflecting the multifaceted nature of the subject. The several key approaches identified include: one, experiential learning, hands-on experience. You have to use your hand, you have to use your brain, you have to coordinate whatever you are doing. Where students engage in activities that stimulate real-life entrepreneurial process. In this our approach, in the process of implementation, these are some of the methods that can be adopted. Technology integration is the third one. Digital tools and platforms facilitate various aspects of learning, from virtual simulation to online collaboration. Technologies such as business modeling associated with entrepreneurship education. We mentioned earlier curriculum design. So the challenges, thank God we are the ones that are struggling to manage the curriculum by ourselves. We are the ones developing it by ourselves. So we are key players in the curriculum this time around. And then with this development, I don't think we should have challenge with the curriculum, because we are the managers of the curriculum and we are the ones that will implement that curriculum. So there are challenges. There are great complexities involved in designing a curriculum that balances theoretical knowledge and practical skills. Most of these entrepreneurship activities are mainly practical in nature, not verbal, not theoretical. So most of the times in designing the curriculum, there are issues. And then sometimes even when the curriculum is practically oriented, you the implementer, if you are not careful, you begin to complain. There is no light, there is no this, there is no that, and so on and so forth. These are some of the challenges that may come your way. Assessment methods, and I'm sure there are people that will take on this later. Traditional assessment methods may not effectively measure entrepreneurial skills and competencies. We have a traditional method of assessing students' performance. In that entrepreneurship, it might not be the same with the one we are used to. Institutional support. Substantial institutional support in terms of resources, infrastructure, and faculty training are required to successfully implement entrepreneurship education program. I've said it, thank God, we are the ones managing our institutions. So we know the kind of support we give to our teachers, we know the kind of support we should give to our students, so that we can set their mind towards this very entrepreneurship education. Stakeholders involvement, proper collaboration between educators, industry professionals, policymakers, and the community are crucial for effective entrepreneurship education. I have told you earlier that entrepreneurship education is mainly evaluations, feedback loops. You need to monitor what is happening from the teachers and even the students. The professional development for educators, training workshops. We are just like brainstorming now, but like somebody suggested, after all this, we certainly need to go down to teachers' level. If they are not well trained in this area, definitely there will be a problem, because it's not the principal that will handle the subject. So we need to also go down to train our teachers. Collaborative learning. We need also to see how we can collaborate with industries, how we can collaborate with the policy makers, decision makers, to make sure that this educational system is successful. The integration of technology. We have said the digital tools. We cannot belittle what technology can do and platforms. Then blended learning. Then we have to also strengthen our industry partnership. Like I share with you today, we need also to create an entrepreneurial ecosystem that's inculcate and we need incubators, accelerators, networking events. We need people that can incubate our trainees, that can also accelerate whatever they are doing. Because if it looks so difficult, they have produced something and nobody's pushing it forward. So we need people that we can collaborate. We also need networking events. We came up with recommendations as follows. We need to liberate alumni network. We have not started, but maybe when we start, we need to have a platform where those that are undergone this training will share their own experience, so that others coming behind will be encouraged. We need to have things like alumni mentorship program. Those that are already ahead can mentor the younger ones. Alumni involvement in all activities. Secondly, government and non-profit collaboration. Funding of grants. Funding. Our problem here mostly is fund. No fund here, no fund there. Even if you have come up with a very good project or item, sometimes you find it very difficult to move it forward. So we need funds and grants, policy advocacy, like we are doing now, so that people will get acquainted to what is happening the world over. Scalability and sustainability. We focus on creating scalable and sustainable models that can be adopted by various educational institutions. I'm sure by the time FCT becomes very successful, so many states, if care is not taken, even federal government will even hijack it. Yes. By the time the system becomes successful, the nation, federal government will hijack it. Conclusion. Various innovative teaching methodologies and integration of technology have been identified as effective strategy for teaching entrepreneurship. You cannot run away from using technology in the process of entrepreneurship education at the secondary school level. Further still, the challenges in curriculum design